Welcome back to the channel. You know me, it's that MIC Craig, aka Mr. Impact, back here on the Mr. Impact Craig YouTube channel. This time to preview this upcoming Thursday, 25th of July's TNA Impact on TNA Plus and Access TV. We've got new champions, we've got former champions, we've got champions with something to get off their chest. We've got so much to look forward to on this episode. Before we get into it, if you haven't already, please follow me here, there, everywhere. Hit subscribe. It really does help. But without any further ado, let's kick off with TNA Impact, the preview. And we will start off the show with the new TNA World Champion, Nic Nemeth, who will have some stuff to say. Nemeth's been very vocal on social media as of late, particularly around the Joe Hendry stuff. That's a whole thing I'll get into in another show, but I'm expecting something to go down. Moose will probably come out with something, but yeah, well, that's how I kick off the show with Nic Nemeth. Should be a fire promo. I'm looking forward to the Nemeth era. Obviously not the champion many people expected to have after Slammiversary, but it's a champion we have, and you can't really complain all that much. Nemeth is a very good performer, very good talker, very good wrestler. He's got it all, and the fact he's TNA World Champion, yes, he's not under contract, but you know, we've got people going everywhere at this point, so what does it really matter all that much? As long as he's performing on the show, then I'm good with it, and as long as he carries the title well, then who are we to complain, huh? So that's how we kick off the show with the TNA World Champion, Nic Nemeth. Then singles action as Steve Maclin takes on Cody Deaner. Okay, it should be a win for Maclin, unless there's some shenanigans going on. Like Maclin isn't going to be happy that he was eliminated first in the main event of Slammiversary. So this could be very, very short. Big fan of Maclin, as you know. Still not 100% sure on this People's Choice gimmick that Deaner's running with. I don't know. For the live audience, I get it. But for the TV, it doesn't come across all that well for me. I mean, it's a very good and entertaining gimmick, as I said, but it seems like it's mainly for the live crowd. Watching it at home, fine. It's kind of obvious what's going to happen. I'm hoping we don't get much of the People's Choice thing in this match because it doesn't necessarily need it. Maclin should win this one unless there's some shenanigans. Not sure who with though. Something's got to happen. You can't just not have Maclin do anything. But this could either go one or two ways for me. It could either be done in minutes with Maclin, or there's something going on around the match. Maybe someone interferes, but we'll have to wait and see. However, I am predicting a Maclin win because, you know, especially after being eliminated first in the 6-man main event of Slammiversary, Maclin should be winning this one. Then we have 6-man tag team action as Matt Hardy and the new TNA World Tag Team Champions, The System, take on the former tag team champions of the System. Matt Hardy will team up with the new TNA World Tag Team Champions, the ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, against the former Tag Team Champions, The System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, and the JDC, Johnny Dango Curtis. Six-man tag team action. I'm expecting a win for the ABC and Hardy here. Not sure what's going to happen with The System from now on. I imagine they'll get their rematches. It should be emergence, but they might get one during these tapings. I don't know. Depends how this match goes, I think. If the system don't necessarily need a win to get a rematch, considering they have the contractual rematch for the TNA World Tag Team titles. But I think you've got to have the ABC and Hardy win this one, especially after the ABC just won the tag titles. Matt, of course, when Jeff's back, they're ready to take on they're ready to challenge for the tag titles once again. So you've got that in there. Of course, the system being the system, but all three of them in this match can't. They should probably try and get involved in some way. But yeah, it should be a win for ABC and Hardy. Beyond that, I haven't got a lot of. It's not an awful lot they can do with it. Excited the ABC and Tag Team Champions again. Thankfully, I was wrong, and that one of them didn't join the system, which would have been fun still. But I think given the whole Bullet Club thing, if they're still part of the Bullet Club, I don't even know. Yeah, it makes sense. And Matt Hardy in there should be a fun match. JDC's look good, I've got to admit. And the system, they're growing on me a lot more than I thought they would have in the beginning of it. So it should be a fun match, and then, like I said, I'm expecting a win for ABC and Matt Hardy. Then we will hear from Josh Alexander. This is what I'm here for. Already on social media, Josh Alexander has done a great job of this heel run-ish, even though it hasn't exactly got started yet. But, you've had his post about his son crying. Don't cry, I'm not crying because I'm crying because I believe in you, Dad, and that's great. You had the parody of the Joe Hendry thing, the AI thing, Josh doing that, and Josh posting a tweet today saying that basically he's taking heads of people who care more about being on Tuesday nights than on Thursday nights. And this is the stuff I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. If you watch my last video of the NXTNA, if you watch Let's Talk About It, NXTNA, you'll know that I'm kind of done with the nicey nice stuff. And if this is where Josh wants to take it, let's go. Of course, there's that thing where maybe we get a North reunion with Ethan Page from NXT. But given Josh's thing that people are more focused on Tuesdays than Thursdays, I don't know if I can see that happening as much as I would have thought when Ethan Page showed up in NXT. Or when the NXTNA relationship started. So that's exciting. I've got a lot to look forward to there. I'm expecting Joe Hendry to show up and start the feud between him and Josh. I'm excited for this feud. This feud is it's gonna be good. I'm excited to see this new side of Josh. We've seen Josh as a heel before, but it hasn't really. But it's been as part of the North. So we haven't really gotten to see Josh solo heel. He's always been the standard, the heart and soul of TNA, and now he's a heel. That can take on a whole other thing, and I'm very much excited about it. Josh is great, and like I said, I believe it was on the Go Home preview for Slammiversary, it feels like we're losing Josh a little bit. Like he's just gotten lost in the shuffle. There's not been a lot going for him. So this turn, yeah, I'm excited about it. To see a new side of Josh and give him something to do, because he hasn't really had an awful lot going on for him in the company at the minute. And now he's potentially feuding with Joe Hendry. I'm all good with it. Let's see what Josh is capable of, because he can. Because for me, a good heel turn promo is one where you understand why they did it. If you're like, I get that. That's a very good heel promo for me. I mean, you could have the basics of, a chair in the ring, single spotlight on them, and explain why they did it, blah, 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 blah. But if we get, I don't know if it will be an in-ring promo. You're just saying we'll hear from Josh Alexander. I'm hoping it is in the ring, because it needs that live reaction, I think, or the crowd reaction, because it's not live, but it needs that crowd reaction. And I think Josh can pull this off. It's, as I said, it's a new side of Josh we haven't seen before. And to get that promo of where you understand why the person turned heel. Yeah, I like this stuff. This is what I'm here for. This is exactly what I'm here for. Josh Alexander. You got the standard bearer. You've got all that good stuff. So let's go. Let's do this. Next up, we will have singles match between the former digital media champion and the former international wrestling heavyweight wrestling champion, whatever. AJ Francis with Rich Swann as First Class taking on the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. Obviously, this match spinning off from Slammiversary with Josh with Sami coming out to help PCO against First Class. Surely it should be Sami versus Rich, but fine, AJ Francis. Don't know if AJ Francis will be going after the titles again. He probably should be, and probably will be, but feeling like a win for AJ Francis here with the help of Rich Swann and maybe Josh Bishop again if he's sticking around. Should be an interesting match. Expecting some stuff going down. It's First Class after all, so more likely will be some stuff happening. I'm cool with it. But yeah, expecting a win for Sami on this one. And then what I'm assuming is the main event. Probably should be considering who's in it, but mixed tag team main event. I hate when mixed. It's tag team wrestling. I don't know why I said it for. Habit from watching WWE, I suppose. But potential main event. Eric Young and Jordan Grace, Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace, taking on Hammerstone and Ash by Elegance with the personal concierge in their corner. This match being set up at Slammiversary. Hammerstone feeling he was screwed over by the referees as his shoulder was up and EY's hand was on the rope during the roll up on the kickoff. And Ash by Elegance feeling like she deserves a rematch for the Knockouts World title. No, but okay. EY and Grace have to win this one. I think EY and Grace will win this one. Purely because Ash shouldn't really be getting a rematch. Hammerstone, yes, he has gripe for a rematch, but this is that. I just get a feeling of Hammerstone and Ash. I can't. That being said, no, I'm going to stick with EY and Jordan. It is a difficult one to call, if I'm honest, but should be a entertaining match at least. Hammerstone and Ash by Elegance, that relationship, I wouldn't mind seeing that as like a if you watch the TNA stuff, they won that only with Jeff and Lucha. You'd have seen that they wanted a Heenan family kind of thing with the personal concierge, bringing Hammerstone. Not mad at it. I'd like to see something like that, other than Hammerstone. I suppose because Hammerstone does need a win here. He hasn't won in a few weeks. Obviously, injury, that's the whole thing. But lost that Rebellion. Yeah. Now I'm gonna stick with EY and Jordan. But it should be a good that's what I'm looking for. Fallout show from Slammiversary. Excited to see the crowd again. Obviously, it's not. Spoiler alert: the crowd is not at the same capacity But as long as they bring the same energy as they did last time, we started to see these tapings. A lot has happened. All new champions, minus the Knockouts tag. What happens with the system now that Lish is the only one with tag titles? Got Josh, got Nemeth, got... It's a reset, essentially. It's a reset. On the road to emergence now. So, be excited for this one. But with that, thank you for watching. I've been that MIC. Follow me here, there, everywhere. Go check out my video of Let's Talk About It, NXTNA. Until next time, I've been that MIC. Goodbye, my friends.